You've probably heard the line, "Oh, well, he's just a growing boy," or "It's just baby fat." But the truth is, many parents nowadays are oblivious to the fact that many children are becoming very obese. Childhood obesity is a serious medical condition when the child's body mass index, or BMI, is way above average levels. In other words, their weight is far above the average for height and age. Knowing the symptoms can really help people to protect their brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces from serious health problems that are caused by obesity, and can also help to rectify these obesity problems with exercise and diet. The Mayo Health Clinic shows that childhood obesity has tripled within the past 30 years. One of the main problems of obesity is children are eating far too much sugar, fat, etc., and are exercising little to compensate. Sometimes childhood obesity can result from genetic disorders or hormonal imbalances. Most of the problems really stem from eating too much. Sources include, like I said, diet, which are far too much sugar, fat, and not enough of the proper amounts of fruits and vegetables, lack of exercise, with so many technologies like TV and internet and all sorts of games. Children are staying inside rather than going outside and playing with friends or riding a bike. Family history can also play a factor in obesity. Often it's found that if the parent is obese, then the child will also be obese. And there are certain things that the parents do that affect the children. Psychological factors are also a factor in childhood obesity. Children eat sometimes when they are depressed or bored, so constantly they're eating and eating to compensate for being depressed, and that can cause them to become very obese. Socioeconomic factors also play a huge part in childhood obesity. Children's parents can't afford the nutrition and so give their children fast food meals, which are full of calories and have no nutritional value. And so consequently, so many fast food meals over a day can cause childhood obesity. Many things can stem out of these unhealthy eating habits and lack of exercise. The San Francisco Children's Hospital says that 70% of obese children can have cardiovascular diseases. Other things that can stem are asthma, gallstone, high blood pressure, liver problems, menstrual problems. Young women who are obese tend to develop earlier, and so menstrual problems can occur. Asthma, like I said, and diabetes is a huge problem. It's shown that 1 in 3 kids can have diabetes from being obese. Trouble sleeping, like sleep apnea, is a huge problem. Sleep apnea is when the child is lying down and there's so much pressure from being overweight that the child can actually stop breathing for a little while in their sleep, and it has proved to be fatal. But there are certain things that can help and can work to help children have better nutrition and also help them exercise more. The National Center for Chronic Disease Prevention and Health Promotion says that things like BMI monitoring can help children. Body mass index BMI monitoring is when you can measure BMI throughout the school year at schools, or you can even measure BMI at home. It is shown that BMI monitoring at schools has helped schools determine what is the BMI for kids in the school, and can monitor programs according to the BMI average. Physical activities should be required in most schools, particularly starting in elementary school and working up at least through middle school, if not into high school. PE has shown that may be the only physical activity a kid gets for the day, and it's very important that children have exercise. Meal programs should also be regulated in schools, making sure that kids have the proper nutrition in schools. As well, food and drinks sold in machines around the campus should be monitored. Kids often find themselves picking on getting stuff at the machine for sodas, different sorts of chips and whatnot, and that's very unhealthy to have a kid constantly going to the machine. Families at home should also set an example by getting proper foods in the refrigerator so kids have healthy things to snack on and starting good things like looking up how many cups of fruits and vegetables kids have a day and making sure that they get their proper nutritional value. Also, family exercise is good. Going outside every once in a while and playing games or going on a family bike ride can really, really help and improve childhood obesity. Childhood obesity is a serious problem, and we cannot continue to ignore it and look away. Children are becoming more and more obese, and we have to put a stop to it. By following these simple guidelines and making oneself knowledgeable, we can really put an end to childhood obesity and improve obesity for the future. Thank you.